housing police, and we want to know how to pick the right neighborhood to live in.
Hey y'all, welcome back. My name's Shawn.
And I'm Kyle.
And each week we have a new key that unlocks another mystery of real estate.
And remember, not only are we doing all these videos to provide value for y'all.
Nope, we're doing it to drum up business for us, and it's working. We are active agents in the Atlanta market. We want you to hire us. We want you to trust us to find you an agent anywhere in the United States. And finally,
Please like us.
please do. And if you do, hit like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends.
That's right.
That's right.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Well, this week's question actually came to us from the Fair Housing Police, and they want to know how to pick the right neighborhood to live in.
Kyle, I freaked out when I heard it, and I was wondering who the question was from and how we were going to answer this question legally, because y'all are some shady, racist bigots. And I'm not just talking about buyers and sellers, I'm also talking about agents. And because of that, there have been laws put in place that protect certain classes of people and also prohibit your Fruit Loop from talking about certain things. Believe it or not, there are fair housing spies that act as buyers to work with agents to make sure that they're not violating any fair housing rules.
Well, not to get too far in the weeds in this, the Fair Housing Act of 1968 prohibits discrimination based on race, religion, national origin, and sex. And it was a follow-up of the 1964 Civil Rights Act. So as Fruit Loops have to be really careful that we don't steer, block bust, red line, or discriminate in general. I mean, you would think that in this day and age we really wouldn't have to worry about discrimination, but as we mentioned earlier, there are some shady people out there.
There are, and over the years, you shady folks have come up with some unique ways of discriminating against people. And one of those ways is steering. And steering is when an agent has a buyer and they are limiting the buyer's housing choices and directing them or steering them into particular communities or neighborhoods based off their race or any other characteristic that's protected under fair housing.
Well, and another form of discrimination is redlining, and that's when you would deny a credit-worthy applicant a loan for housing in a certain neighborhood that they would normally be able to qualify for. And another one's going to be blockbusting, and that's when a real estate agent would convince a homeowner to sell their home at a lower price under the assumption that the neighborhood's socioeconomic makeup is changing and that the property values are going to decline.
Shady McGrady. Yeah, but y'all are asking all kinds of shady questions like how many children live in this community and what is the demographic of this neighborhood. I even heard an agent one time say you can tell the type of people who live in this neighborhood by the street signs and their names.
It's crazy. I mean, I think ultimately people just want to live in a neighborhood where others have stuff in common with them. It's unfortunate that we have to have this need for political correctness, even if the intent is good. I mean, it's making our jobs harder to direct our clients to neighborhoods that are right for them.
Yeah, like I'm a gay guy. Did you know?
No, not at all.
And I've never had any children, and I always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So I want to say, let's make the most of this beautiful day. So over the years, I've realized that these laws are really put in place to protect me. And if I want to live in the neighborhood, I've got to talk to my people, I've got to get online, and I've got to figure this out myself. And with all that said, there really are practical questions, or at least last night when we were talking to your husband about if he was moving to a new city, what questions would he ask his Fruit Loop? And what ultimately did you say to him?
I said, congratulations, you're not a racist.
Right, because they really were practical questions. And here are some questions you might consider if you're moving to a new house and what neighborhood to pick.
Do you need to have a short commute to work? Is there a certain style or size of a house you're looking for? Or is there a certain school district you want to live in? What's your budget? Do you want your next home to have a backyard? Where's the closest grocery store? And are there restaurants, bars, and shopping nearby?
Yeah, is walkability important to you? Do you need a garage? Do you have any animals or critters? What about public transportation or a subway? And finally, green space or parks, sidewalks, are they important?
Or do you have an unlimited budget and you can live anywhere you want to?
No, do you?
I don't either, but in case you do, then something you might want to think about is the vibe you're looking for. Take a big city like Atlanta where every neighborhood has its own unique vibe. There's friendly neighborhoods, pioneering, yuppie, granola, fancy, and the legal adjectives go on and on.
Did you say legal?
I sure did.
Right. Those were all legal, but there are tons of illegal adjectives that are also accurate. Have you seen that map? There's a map of Atlanta with all of its neighborhoods.
I sure have.
Yeah, and it's got some shady illegal terms on it that we can't show you because it violates fair housing, but they're accurate. And so it just goes to show you, just because we're not talking about things doesn't mean the vibe of that community neighborhood still isn't there.
Well, once you think that you found the right neighborhood to live in, we recommend that you get in your car and drive around the neighborhood at different times of the day. Park your car and go for a walk and just to try to get a good sense of the area. The internet is also a really good resource for you because you can find out things like the crime statistics, the school ratings, and then just what people in general have to say about the area.
Those are really great tips, Kyle, but let's wrap it up with Mr. Fair Housing Police. Mr. Fair Housing Policeman, all neighborhoods are created equal, and it doesn't matter what neighborhood we go into, when we open up the door of that house, out flies butterflies and rainbows.
Exactly. And now that you know a little bit more about how to find the right neighborhood to live in, be sure to tune in to us next week whenever we talk about the pros and cons of open houses.
Yep, tune in to us every Wednesday at 1 o'clock as we unlock another mystery of real estate.
And don't forget, not only are we the Android and iPhone of real estate.
What? I'm Android.
I'm iPhone, but we also want to be your dream team.
That's right, your dream. This team, we specialize in single-family homes and TLC. That's Townhomes, Lofts, and Condos.
And as always, tender, loving care. Aww.
Thanks for watching our videos. If you want to buy or sell real estate in the in-town Atlanta market, we want to be your trusted advisors. And if you live anywhere else in the United States and want to be connected to a full-time licensed real estate professional in your area, we can help with that too, and at no cost to you. I'm a poet, didn't know it. Anyway, connect with us on our website at yourrealestatedetectives.com.
In fact, be sure to follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, at The Real Estate Detectives. And finally, we want you to like us.
Like us!
So if you found value in these videos, make sure to like, subscribe, share with a friend.
That's right!
Hey, y'all.
Hey!
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.